Hello, Grumpy. Come on, right. So, I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but old Farage, old Flip-Flop himself, this week has come out and let us all know about his deportation ideas and stuff like that. And basically what he wants to do, he wants to come out of the ECHR. He wants to take away your human rights, my human rights, and everyone else's human rights because he wants to be evil to these people and he wants to send them back to their own countries. Now, I don't know if you keep up with politics and keep your eye on what's going on, but we've kind of heard that story before. Here's the first time we got it. This one is from,
So,
remember
we
him?
must halt this appalling trade and defeat the people smugglers.
Smash
That's
the
why
gangs.
we're passing the Nationality and Borders Bill, which allows us for the first time to distinguish between people coming here legally and illegally. This will send a clear message to those piloting the boats. If you risk other people's lives in the Channel, you risk spending your own life in prison.
Smash the gangs.
But we will need to go further in breaking the business
Pass
model
another law. 19th
of
law,
gangs.
by the way.
So from today, our new migration and economic development partnership will mean that anyone entering the UK illegally, as well as those who have arrived illegally since January the 1st, may now
Remember that day.
be relocated to Rwanda. It means that economic migration.
So basically, Boris was going to smash the gangs and stop the boats that way. That's his whole idea. He's also going to pass a new law. That was the 19th law they're going to pass, by the way. Now, he did that in, 22, I think it was? 23, 24 was soon. Yeah, so 22. So that was January the 1st, 2022. They stopped processing people. They stopped processing claims, asylum claims, in January the 1st, 2022. So the reason why there's been a massive jump in applications and people becoming asylum seekers in our country is because you didn't process anything for fucking 3 years, which is what the Labour Party are currently picking up now. Wow, that's a lot of people. Anyway, you're also telling us that to stop the gangs, to smash the gangs, you're just going to make them illegal, super illegal. This is illegal. You're then going to go to Rwanda, our new financial partner, which basically involved us giving them 750 million and us sending no one there and then basically selling the houses that they built for us. Interesting one, isn't it? You know what I mean? So economic development, you build houses that we pay for, you then sell them, keep the money for that and keep the money that we paid for you to build them. Brilliant, fantastic. So Rwanda are winning right about now. We are getting nowhere with Boris Johnson. That was a really, really stupid idea and wasn't going to work. So that was idea number one. Then we got rid of him. We got this Egypt after the other Egypt.
We've introduced tough new measures today to help us stop the boats. The new illegal migration bill means that if you
another
come here
bill.
illegally, you will
Number
not
20.
be able to stay. You will be detained and then you will be swiftly removed to your own country if that's safe, or if it isn't, then a safe third country alternative like Rwanda.
You didn't
we will make
deport
sure,
anybody.
like Australia and America, that if you've arrived here illegally, you will not ever be able to return.
Wow,
Now, this
okay,
is
yeah,
how
cool.
We're going to break the cycle of these criminal gangs and take
Smash the
control
gangs.
of our borders. People need to know that if they come here illegally, that they will be detained and swiftly removed.
Yeah, that's enough of him. Anyway, so that's another law they're passing. Another law to stop these boats. Law after law after law. I think he got up to 20 or 21 laws before they were kicked out just to stop the boats. And none of those laws stopped them. The boats kept coming and kept coming. And there he is letting us know that everybody who turns up is going to be worked on and then deported back to their own country. They didn't deport anybody. They didn't do anything. From January the 1st, 2022, they weren't even processing them. They were just loaded up in hotels. That's all they kept doing. And in the hotels, by the way, that you lot right now are out there protesting outside of, when the Tories were in charge and they were filling up the hotels, they were every fucking where, you lot was quiet as mouse. Now that Labour's in charge and you've been rolled up by old Flip-Flop fucking Farage, you're all out there screaming and shouting and waving flags going, oh, fucking deport them all. If we had been working this problem since the beginning, unlike Boris Johnson, who basically put a stop to it in 2022, January 1st, 2022, then maybe all these people wouldn't be in the hotels and we wouldn't have to use so many hotels. Because remember, there were 56,000 people in the hotels at one point underneath the Tories. But that's okay, because you've got a new Messiah now and he's going to do this for you.
The Conservative government, for the first few years, did literally nothing.
As I was saying.
Literally nothing. And then belatedly, they put in place a Rwanda plan, they put in place legislation, but none of it could work because they hadn't got the courage to face up to the legal obstacles that made sure, despite spending huge amounts of money on these plans, that nothing was actually going to happen. Rishi's Stop the Boats was a total failure, and frankly, anything that party or people who were ministers at the time in that government have to say, we've got to take with a very, very large pinch of salt.
What's going to stop him now? Are you aware, by the way, of how many Tories have joined him? Ex-Tory MPs, current Tory MPs. You know what I mean? Are you aware of how many? Lee Anderson, Andrea Jenkins. Loads of them, councillors, fucking MPs, all been kicked out of their seats now, joining me on Farage, because, flip-flop knows exactly where we're going, yeah. As he says there, anyone that was in that government, MPs or ministers, should be ignored, and you heard him, right, okay? But he's taking them into his party. It's weird, that, isn't it? Anyway, let's carry on, because he gets to the good bit next. He starts talking about the ECHR. Whoa, ready?
I understand the public have had enough of this, but here's what we have to do to make Operation Restoring Justice actually work. We have to leave the ECHR. No ifs, no buts. It may have been a good idea 80 years ago. Frankly,
when we had fascist governments taking over.
We have to repeal the Human Rights Act of 1998, brought in by a Blair government, many of whose families seem to do rather well.
Yes. Human rights.
We will, for a 5-year period, disapply the 1951 Refugee Convention and any other barriers that can be used by lawyers in this country to prevent deportations, to prevent the right thing from happening. We'll create a legal duty for the Home Secretary to remove those that come illegally.
Already there.
And crucially, we will detain all illegal migrants who come, and we will do so immediately. The only way we will stop the boats is by detaining and deporting absolutely anyone that comes via that route.
Most deterrents work because the deterrer is going to do what he or she says they're going to do.
And so
if you put the Royal Navy out there, what are they? Are they just interested observers?
Yes.
What, hanging
in
about?
In a sense, that's what the
Why are you wasting the Navy's time?
That's what the Border Force are currently there for. They're acting as a taxi service.
Well, why are you wasting the Navy's time just out there having a look?
Assuming we're right, and we think we are, that our policy of deportations and detaining and deporting works, within weeks, the incentive to come here will finish.
Do you hear that? We think, possibly, maybe, a couple of weeks, possibly, blah, blah. It's all just fucking nonsense. It's all just people winding you off about this one single thing. People, the boats are coming because of Brexit, okay? It's the only reason they're coming. It's because of Brexit. When we left a Dublin Agreement and we didn't send anyone back. The Conservative Party haven't sent anyone back. The Labour Party used to when Tony Blair was in and when Gordon Brown was in, but the Conservative Party didn't. Labour now are sending people back again. Conservatives like immigration as an issue. That's why they were filling up the fucking hotels and making billions out of it. Anyway, enjoy that. Bye.